Tofino is a very small place in a fairly remote area of the west coast of Vancouver Island. We're out on the end of a peninsula, surrounded three sides by water, 2,000 year-round residents, but on a summer day there could be 10 or 12,000 people here. But, kind of lurking beneath the surface, so to speak, is the sense that any time there could be a disaster like a tsunami or an earthquake, and that we need to be prepared. January 23rd was a distant tsunami warning from an earthquake far offshore that we, at the time, didn't know all of the details of, but had been told could arrive in a matter of hours.
The first thing that we did was we sent out our one call notification, which sent out phone calls, emails, and text messages. Notify people that there's something going on and that they need to wake up and find out more information. So the result of that was within around a 90-minute time frame, we had approximately 1,000 people evacuate.
I'm really impressed with the way that Tofino reacted and the way that our residents were informed, prepared, here to help people to help themselves.
So what we learned from January 23rd is how important connectivity and digital technologies are to that sort of last mile communication between local governments and residents, tourists.
But as digital technology has advanced, we've been able to increase the way that we monitor and the way that we notify people of emergencies. So one really good example are our emergency sirens on the beaches in Tofino. So these are sirens that can be activated from an office, and those are really important ways of letting people know what's going on.
Using Twitter and Facebook to send out messages, but then also respond to messages.
The WaveSafe initiative has really opened our eyes to what is possible, what kinds of tools we can put in place, what kinds of safety measures we can put in place that go much deeper than simply communicating with each other. WaveSafe brings together multiple partners that uses the digital technology we have here to increase our monitoring, alerting, and response to tsunami or earthquakes, like being able to raise the garage doors at the fire hall, again at the instant of an earthquake, so that the doors don't get stuck if the building shifts. Being able to automatically shut off the valve at the bottom of a water reservoir the moment of an earthquake means you could save thousands and thousands and thousands of liters of potable water, drinking water, that people are going to need in the coming days and weeks. Things like that could really, really matter.
We connected with our community and got a number of ideas from them, very creative ideas. One of the components of it was a mesh network using bicycles that are rented throughout town here, but the idea is to have a small HF antenna in those bicycles that provide a network for communicating. So regardless of where those bikes are in town, it allows connectivity of the larger community by pairing smartphone technology with those antennas.
As we have had our minds opened and our eyes opened to what the future could be with this kind of digital connectivity, we've been able to see that we can use it in ways that we never envisioned were possible. I think this has the potential to be a coastal story. Right now, these conversations are taking place really here on the peninsula with the District of Tofino and the partners that we have. It's difficult to imagine the devastation that might occur. This has never happened in any of our living memories. We look to other places around the world to see what the impacts have been, and we definitely have examples where better notification and better warning systems can help mitigate the costs to infrastructure damage, certainly mitigate the loss of human life, absolutely, without a doubt. But our vision and our hope is to expand this throughout the region for any coastal community, British Columbia, the west coast of North America, or anywhere in the world.